Oh. Hi. So, I'm here this week to talk about the way you look and stuff. Because it's thing, okay? Bear with me. So, the way you look, even though you can say it doesn't matter, there are things about yourself that you're not going to like, and that's just kind of something you have to accept because it's completely up to you. Um, Say if you don't like a certain part of yourself, it's gonna be your thing, and maybe somebody else loves that about you. Maybe somebody else hates that about you. Maybe somebody else doesn't care. Like for example, for me, it would be this part of my nose right here, kind of how it looks like somebody just drew a curve there. Yeah, that's one thing that I don't like about myself, but that's like not something that I can change without, like plastic surgery or something. So it's loud. That's it. There are things that you can and things that you can't change about yourself. Now, the things that you can change about yourself, you can decide whether to do it or not. The things that you can't change, which would be like if you have a big body frame or if you have a tiny body frame and you just can't change that about yourself. You can't stretch yourself out. Well, you can, but it's best. I think it's best not to. Anyway, and then there's the things that you can change about yourself. Say you're a little bit, uh, say you're chunky, fat. I don't know. Say you're fat or chunky or whatever, and you don't like that about yourself. Well, you can do something about that. You can start eating right. You can start exercising. But John, it's so hard. Yes, I realize it's hard. I mean, I'm not. This. See, wait. See this right here? That's just not muscle. That's just my arm, and the like minimal amount of muscle in there. The only thing is that I'm kind of tall. You can exercise, you can start eating better, or you could just decide to do something that'll be like good for you. The only thing is, it's got to be fun. Another thing is that every one of these things that you can change about yourself, unless it's like guess, unless it's plastic surgery, then you're just like that's a whole fucking other deal. But most of these things, if you want to change something about yourself, there is no instant gratification. You can't say, "I'm gonna get skinny." Fuck, that'll probably fuck up. I want to get skinny, so I'm just gonna exercise, and it's gonna happen in like a day or two or a week. No, it's gonna happen over the next few months. That's the difference between. That's the difference between you wanting to do this and you actually doing it, because you're gonna wanna be have results instantly. You're never gonna have results instantly. Everything you're never gonna have. The point being, you're going to. It's gonna be a long road. It's gonna be long road, ups and downs, lefts and rights. You're gonna have trouble, and it's gonna be. You want to change something about yourself, you have to do it, and you're gonna kind of just have to start and keep going and keep going and keep going while you're doing everything else that you're doing with your life. So, yeah, that's one thing. Another thing you have to accept is that you're sort of you are you. You are the person that you've made yourself. You are all of the choices that you've made up until now, and the way that you look is also your choice. So I can do this. Like one of the things is that my hair, I cut it however I want to. If I choose to cut it short, it goes short. If I want to grow it out, it'll grow out. If I want to like dye it rainbow color, that'll probably happen. Never. No, I'm not gonna do it. No. But if you choose to do that, or you could start doing something else, you can, I don't know, women put on makeup or don't. It's actually a lot nicer if you don't. For me. Or you can just accept it, because that's another thing is this like thing I have with my nose. I like I said, I kind of don't like it, but then after a while you're just like, it really kind of doesn't matter. And most people will just like, they won't really look at that one thing, because you're probably focused or fixated on that one or two things that you don't like about yourself, and most people just really won't look at that, which is great, by the way. Another thing is, like I said, you can change things about yourself. You can get yourself whatever start wearing different clothing, start doing different things, start exercising. But you gotta make sure it's for yourself. You can't be doing it like, cause I want to attract this one specific guy or one specific girl. I guess I have to talk to both of you. You guys are two genders. Gosh. Anyway, you gotta make sure when you do changes, it's always for you and not for somebody else. You can't be like, I'm doing this for this one person because this one person might not be here next week, might not be here next year, might not even be here tomorrow. I'm not saying they're gonna die or anything like that. I'm just saying they leave or they change or they do something else. Last thing, you should have confidence, and this is like a thing with a lot of teenagers, I guess, where you don't really have the confidence, and I didn't when I was freaking 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I've only actually started talking to people a lot over the last year or so. And I found that you talk to people, people will talk back to you. And most of the time, you'll just like each other. Like, not, but you'll be friendly enough. And they'll be great. And you'll start relationships. And more and more people will like you. And more people will get to know you and like this person that you are. Even if you don't like your looks or whatever, just trust me. Have confidence in yourself. You are beautiful the way that you were made and the way that you choose to be. And if you want to change something, change it. It's just that simple. You start doing it. Again, no instant gratification. You're not going to have everything on a silver platter in front of you the moment that you ask for it, because you have to work for it. Because this whole life, this whole thing, everything about it is worth it if you work for it. And if you don't work for it and if you're just given it, then there's no point in you really living, because you might as well just like not be here, because it's like saying I want this and I want that, and then everybody has that. Nobody works hard for it. Nobody's grateful for it. And then we just have a generation or a bunch of people that just aren't grateful for what they have. But the important part is to put yourself out there. Put yourself out there and just have fun. There's going to be somebody out there that finds you attractive. The things no matter how you look, no matter who you are, there's going to be somebody out there that finds you attractive, that likes you, that thinks you are like the funniest thing or greatest thing to ever happen to this world. Live it. Love it. Have it. Good. Yeah. That's it for this one, I guess. All right. See you guys later. Bye. Oh. Also, depth perception. Depth perception. Depth perception. In the blue wall.